this is Tracy. Today we're going to be in Romans chapter 10, verse 17. And what does it say? It says, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So you ask, what does that mean to me? Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Well, if we break that down and we really look at it, it means to live this life, we really have to have faith to get through each day. Each day we need that bit of faith, that great faith to know we are following God, we are hearing God, we're moving forward with God. Now, I don't know anybody who doesn't want more faith, but let's understand this. There is no faith fairy that comes along and poof, I've got super faith. I've got all the faith I need. No, it doesn't come like that, okay? I know a lot of people who say they trust God. They have faith in God, but their actions really aren't following their words, what they're saying, okay? Because they haven't spent enough time with God, first of all. They haven't read His Word, so they don't really know God. So how are they trusting someone they don't really know? Here, let me give you an example of this, okay? How about you know a person who says, I'm a runner. I go running every single day. But yet, you never see them running, and they never actually run. You see them maybe in the ice cream parlor or some other place in the donut store, just eating, and they're getting bigger and bigger, and you're thinking, are you really a runner? I just don't see it. You know, that's kind of like us with faith. We can say we've got all this faith, but we're not exercising. We're not putting it into action. See, this is what we need to do. Watch this shirt. It says, running on faith. This is what we need to do. We need to run on faith. We have to exercise that what we say we have. See, guys, there are no shortcuts with God. These people, a lot of times, they don't want to put in any time with the Lord. They don't want to read their Bible. They haven't done any due diligence. So when the tough times come, they've got no groundwork. It's all sand. It's shifting sand. And then their whole life is just going to fall in on top of them. They're not going to know what happened, but they're not going to hear Him. Why? Because they haven't spent any time with Him. And see, the Apostle Paul, he tells us in Romans 12:1, he says, be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. How do you renew your mind? Well, we're back to the Word of God. And it's around here somewhere. You read it. You get it on the inside. You understand it. You allow God to transform you into what He wants you to be. In my own personal life, there are so many ways that the Lord helps me to grow closer to Him, whether it's through reading His Word, or listening to praise and worship music, or listening to a sermon, or reading a devotional book. These different venues are ways that the Lord can bring me closer to Him, that I can have a better relationship with Him, that He develops my faith in Him. Again, you'll never trust someone you don't know. Trust is synonymous with faith, okay? Yeah, to trust God is to know God. You know God, so you trust God. And then what? You've got faith in God. You have faith. You've seen it in the past. You've seen Him in the present. You've seen Him work in your life. You know He's faithful. You know He's trustworthy, and you can move forward with Him. But if you don't have that in your life, if you don't have that relationship, then there can't be that trust and that faith. So we're back to hearing the Word of God. Hey, guys, if you see someone with great faith, realize this. It just didn't develop overnight. It just didn't poof, it happened. They woke up with this great faith. No, they have cultivated that over time. They have put their time in with the Lord. They have drawn closer to Him. They know they can trust Him in their life. And you know what, guys? You can have that same type of faith. It just takes one step at a time, one day at a time. How do we get this faith? We get it by getting His Word on the inside of us, where it's not us just repeating back some verse. It's become a part of us. We understand what that verse means. It's become rhema to us. Let me ask you this question. Are you running on faith? Or are you running all by yourself? Or are you even running at all? There are no shortcuts to time spent with God. That's the bottom line, okay, guys? Hey, I hope this helped you out. This is Tracy from Esther 414 Ministries.